Hello, Musto0063 back here. Happy 2016 everybody. And for my first Let's Play of the year, I'm going to be doing I Want to Find My Destiny. And yes, I'm calling it a Let's Play. If that's okay with you, Sony. I mean, it's not like you're about to piss off the entire gaming community or anything. But yeah, I think this is a kind of a good way to kick off 2016. I'm going to talk a little bit before we get into the game proper, because I probably have, as usual, an apology to kind of make with regard to something I claimed was going to be happening at the end of my Mega Man Day in the Limelight 2 Let's Play. And so I'm just wondering with how many times I can get Let's Play into this video. See how many times I can muster it without it being like ridiculously forced. But anyway, at the end of that Let's Play, I claimed that I was probably going to do an update video at the beginning of 2016. But I came back from visiting family and everything like that over Christmas. Came back and I thought, oh crap, I have pretty much nothing to update you on. I kind of, the style of the ones I've done of those previously was that I could talk about, the upcoming games that I was planning on playing, but other than this, and the fact that I'm going to triumphantly claim it now, it will happen, Mega Man 8 Let's Play Perfect Runs coming after this one. I've been promising that for so long, and I've kind of finally got around to really making some headway on all the scripts for that, so yeah, apologies for the delay in that, but there's I can think of no reason why that shouldn't be the next Let's Play I do after this Let's Play. But yeah, I just felt like there was pretty much nothing to update you on, really. Those are the only two games that I know that I've kind of got definitively in the bag that I know I'm going to be doing, that I'm going to be playing. I thought maybe I might try and do something a little bit different and maybe do like a top 5 games that I played during 2015, because I made a big deal, and rightly so, it's a fabulous game, during my Shovel Knight Let's Play, of the fact that Shovel Knight was just an absolutely phenomenal game, one of my favourites of all time, and that if it wasn't the favourite game that I played last year, then it would have to be a hell of a game to beat it. And well, wouldn't you know, Shovel Knight only comes in at number 3 on my favourite games played in 2015. So yeah, I thought I might have done like a top 5 on that, but I didn't have any footage of the games recorded. In fact, there's one of the games on the list that I couldn't have recorded any footage for if I wanted to, so again, I just kind of abandoned that idea. But yeah, that was what I'd maybe intended to put in an update video, but I kind of felt like it would have been a reasonably crummy video. I didn't really have a lot to just update you on in terms of what I was going to be playing next, so yeah, I just kind of abandoned it. But yeah, I think that's probably enough in the way of introduction. Let's get on with this game. I Want to Find My Destiny. I think this is probably my favourite I Want to Be game that I played last year, with I Want to Be the Citadel coming in second. But yeah, let's kind of maybe just kind of get on with the game. And I'm getting a lot of lag here. I'm hoping that kind of sorts itself out. I'm just going to kind of probably go into the game immediately. Yeah, the menu here is being very laggy. I'm going to kind of... Wow, and now the game's not responding at all, and yeah. I'm going to see how this kind of plays out when we get into the gameplay, but at the moment this is lagging like nobody's business. And the music's even stopped. Yay, we're off to a great start. I'm going to reset the recording and we'll try this again. Right, one complete computer shutdown later. Let's give this another try. And that looks to be much better. Yay. Right. Use arrow keys to move. Nice. This is the kind of like intro area, if you will. So press shift to jump and double jump. I will also be doing, press Z to shoot. I will also be doing, and you do shoot saves in this game rather than touching them, and you can shoot these vines. I will be doing, or trying to do at least anyway, kind of like one stage per video. That's probably kind of a nice thing to aim for. Intro not included, so I will be doing stage 1 as well. Hopefully this video as well as the intro, because otherwise it would be pretty short. Yeah, this is kind of pretty simple and straightforward, as you kind of ideally want for an intro area, just to kind of get you used to the physics of the game and whatnot, and as I say, certainly not just throw you into a really obnoxious difficulty right off the bat, which is very much appreciated. One thing I guess I should say is I am coming into this game incredibly rusty on I Want to Be games. It's been, I think, probably September 2015 since I last played an I Want to Be game. I was just probably I probably played like a few too many last year. I don't want to say that was down to me actually being a judge in the fan game contest and everything like that, because that was I had a blast doing all that. But I don't know. I think by September I just felt like I'd been playing way too many of these games, and I just needed a break from them. So yeah, I am coming into this incredibly rusty. Although I have not died yet. That might be about to change because I've got a huge whacking great spike shaft here. Although I think it's not actually that bad. Bugger! And I don't like the fact that the save point is all this way back here. But oh well. Yeah, I am coming. Yeah, bottom line, I am coming into this game pretty rusty. So yeah, good news for you, hopefully, probably, in the sense that yeah, I am probably going to be dying and doing all manner of stupid things quite a bit. Yeah, that drop's not so bad if you just kind of like follow the vines. Here, just kind of shoot the little button, icon, whatever the hell it is, bridge operating thing to trigger this bridge out. And similarly here, there's a door in our way down there. But yeah, shoot that little thing, and that will open up this gate, and we can progress. And that is the intro area. So yeah, one death, not too bad. Would have loved to have done it without dying at all, but yeah, not too bad. And yeah, well, with that out of the way, let's progress, or let's kick on with stage 1. And here you see how kind of like they introduce the stages. I do quite like this across the game. So yeah, there's a little kind of flame cannon, or whatever it's called, that kind of fires, and that produces the 1 in stage 1. So yeah, we're going to be kind of in a fire factory, and you can bet your bottom dollar that we're going to be, the flame cannons are going to be a fairly prominent obstacle throughout the stage. It's still a pretty easy stage, so yeah, again, after all, it is the stage 1. I know we've had the intro stage, but yeah, again, the game is nice enough not to just throw us into a massive, difficulty spike and whatnot. So yeah, and that's a very good thing. That was awful. I don't know why I just completely ignored those flame cannons, but anyway. What I do kind of really, really like about this game is that while I don't think it kind of like does anything groundbreaking or terribly new on its own. So a lot of the mechanics and gimmicks you can see here, double jump replenishers, and retractable ceilings are not like ones that haven't been done before, but they're all just put together in a really good way, where the level design I think is absolutely fantastic. I think the graphics and everything, just the look about it is brilliant. The soundtrack is really good as well. The stage design and just the gimmicks without being reinventing the wheel, they all just worked. Everything is just kind of like planned out really well. Nothing feels obnoxiously difficult. It's a challenge at times. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily per se say so for the first few stages, but much of it is pretty straightforward. But there's still a sense of accomplishment there, and I do like that the game doesn't kind of throw you into ridiculous difficulty right off the bat. I don't think the game throws ridiculous difficulty at you at any point in time in the game, frankly. There will be notable difficulty kind of increase, I think probably when we get to stage 4, but even then it's there's nothing obnoxious about it. Everything still kind of works. Everything's still kind of designed really well. And if I'm quick, which I am, yeah, I can beat out that spike, which you can clearly see would have hindered my progress. Yeah, just everything kind of about the game. I mean, I haven't really talked about the bosses at all at the moment. Obviously, we'll save that for really when we kind of get into bosses as well. But all of the bosses are like really well done as well, I think. None of them, again, like balls to the walls hard or obnoxious, but most of them are a lot of fun. They are quite cyclical, so from that point of view, there might be a little bit disappointment there, from the sense that there's nothing really random per se. Not random to the point where it's going to be obnoxious random, but things like where a boss could have like 2 or 3 moves that it could do, but you don't know what it's but you never quite know exactly which move it's going to do. You will always, if you have a good memory and can and end up memorising what the boss is going to do, it will always do the same things, but. And there are times where the boss will kind of go away off screen for about 10-15 seconds, possibly longer in some cases, where you can't actually hit the damn thing, and you end up having to do kind of avoidance style stuff. I mean, again, not bullet hell avoidance, nothing again that obnoxious. or with one exception, but we'll get to that when we get to it. That'll be a way off, but yeah, we will get to that when we get to it. But yeah, again, just really fun. Everything just kind of works without, and all the, it's a challenge without feeling like it's obnoxiously difficult. That's really all I can say. I know I've kind of made quite a bit of progression through stage 1 already, and I haven't really talked too much about what's going on, but as well as the flame cannons, we've also kind of got these crushers, conveyor belts. We've also got the... Whoops, that was terribly timed. Let's reset. Oh, well, that was even worse. We've also got these booster pads, which will fling the kid in a certain direction. I think just for stage... What is wrong with me there? I think just for stage 1, upwards. I might be wrong about that. We might come to some screens where we actually get flung sideways as well. But yeah, we might be correct, stand corrected on that. But yeah, and they're kind of again nothing new about them, but they serve their purpose well, and they're a really fun. It's a really kind of fun mechanics to kind of get to grips with. Particularly in some of the later stages. Stage 2 in particular, there's going to be a lot of sections with these boost kind of pads and whatnot, and there's a really fun screens in stage 2. I'd say that will be next time, hopefully, provided I don't suck too much on the remainder of this level, and indeed the boss. But I'd like to think that given how the rest of the or how I've been doing so far, that's unlikely to happen, but you never know. But yeah, there's an array of kind of little kind of gimmicks as well. Sometimes kind of working in tandem. Wow, this is going terribly at the moment. You've got the conveyor belts, you've got the crushers, you've got the boost pads, you've got the flame cannons. Wow, wasn't expecting this screen to be that much of a problem, but holy hell! About a third of all the deaths. Looking up there, only 20 so far. At least a third, I'd say, on this one screen alone, and only on that bloody top bit as well. Jesus. Let's hope the rest of it doesn't go so badly. Should be kind of fine now. For the most part, in the the top area, you're kind of having to dodge those radioactive boxes. You will die if you touch them, naturally. So yeah, avoid those at all costs. Yeah, wow, the top bit with the conveyor belts and the spikes is not difficult at all. Just having a personal nightmare, really. There are other things I maybe just want to kind of talk about for a first video. There's a ton of content, really, I think, in the game. I don't want to spoil too much, but there are 10 stages. There are probably, I'd say, at least like 15 to 20 to maybe 20 screens per stage. There's a lot here. The gimmicks never feel like they, overstay their welcome or get run into the ground. So mostly because there's usually multiple gimmicks and things kind of happening per stage. So if we just had 15 screens of flame cannons, then or 15 screens of conveyor belts, then it might get a little bit stale. But wow! It mixes them up nicely, and I think that's kind of true for pretty much all the stages. So yeah, nothing kind of feels like it lingers for too long. Nothing gets run into the ground. These little spinny projectile things, spinny little things, are going to be wow. I don't remember the hitboxes on them being that obnoxious, but I'm not doing so well on them so far. I don't think I'm doing terribly, but I think a few really clumsy deaths that I should really never be doing. This bit's kind of fun, which I've screwed up enormously by missing my jump to get on the booster. Nice job there. Yeah, we're going to want to use the booster to get up through this spike shaft, and we're going to want to use the booster at pretty much the last available opportunity, so that we don't go too high too early. Obviously, we don't want to be too late, so we hit the spikes at the bottom. But yeah, bit of a kind of a little bit of a timing thing to make sure we don't go to set off too early. And yeah. Well, with this screen, it'll be very notable when the last screen of a level comes in, because there will be a warp, very noticeable warp at the end of the level, and that signifies that we're about to fight a boss. And yeah, I think in all honesty, this is probably the worst. Well, it wasn't too bad. Probably the worst screen of the entire stage, really. There, just because the fireballs, I don't know if you've kind of got an idea at the moment, are just seem bloody random. If you've got like a set where 5 of them just kind of come up in a row. I must admit, just watching them now, there do seem to be quite a few safe spots, but well, there are 4 there, 5 fireballs with 4 in a row, and there was 5 there in a row as well. So if the fireballs just happen to have to come up in an area where they're in a row like that, then yeah, good luck trying to dodge them. Again, the bridge is not massive. It's not like it's a hugely long area to traverse, but yeah, I just think that probably is maybe just a little bit too random, and they just come up a little bit too often there. But as I say, the bridge is not too long, it's the final screen of the stage, I don't care about it that much. And yeah, anyway, I think that was a reasonable showing for the first stage. Let's go and check out the boss. And it's a lava demon. And all the bosses have health bars. You can see this one's in the... wow, top of the screen, that was terrible. He's got quite a lot of health for a first boss. You know, 95 HP. That's quite a few hits. You will see that we do get plenty of opportunity to pummel away at the boss and get lots of hits in. But equally, you'll see that there are times where the boss will kind of go away for long periods of time, and we don't really get much of an opportunity to hit the boss. But yeah, first boss is pretty straightforward. I'm kind of somewhat hoping that I die and actually can kind of get to talk more about dodging all the moves a bit more. But yeah, what can I say? The first boss is reasonably straightforward. There's one attack that I really don't like, and here it is coming up now. You might think that's kind of the same as the first ones, but not quite so much. He shoots a bit more, so it's a bit more difficult. But anyway, let's try and talk about the phases here. For this one, he kind of shoots out 5 fireballs. We'll see it again in a moment. I kind of like to just kind of shoot away, jump the first one that comes at me, and then naturally the second one will go over my head, and then after that, just kind of jump the final 2 that come my way. In between doing that, he does shoot... or go from the side. He just kind of disappear into the lava, and then some of the fireballs rise up out of the lava in 3 waves. You do have to kind of be a little bit careful on those. Sometimes they can be in patterns that are really kind of difficult to avoid. But if you stand far away, it might not be so bad. I've screwed that up again. I don't like that one. But anyway, now since I'm back to the beginning, we'll maybe be able to demonstrate a bit better. Well, maybe not, because I won't even be able to get to the attack. Wow. Terrible showing. So yeah, this one. Sometimes the fireballs again. It's at the beginning of the fight, so I'm not overly bothered by it. But sometimes it does just feel like you don't really have much opportunity to dodge them. But anyway, yeah, at the beginning of the fight, I'm not overly bothered about it. If it was at the end of the fight, then might be a bit more of a thing. And in theory, it could be at the end of the fight. But yeah, we'll come to that when we get through the cyclic pattern. The fire fists that come out of the ground. You probably want to be kind of like on the ground as much as possible there. Don't really jump around manically thinking, wow, that was atrocious. Thinking that you've got to be kind of off of the floor and able to dodge them. That just tends to lead to trouble, to be honest. I think you think it's much easier to avoid things by staying on the ground and just kind of moving left and right as and when you need to. They do give you plenty of opportunity and time to get out of the way of them, so yeah, it's really not so bad. After that, this phase where he kind of just moves across the screen, you do notice there, like I shot him there, the lava actually rises, so I really do not want to shoot him all that much there. So yeah, you can get him some hits, but don't go gung-ho there or you will come a cropper. Dodging those fireballs is pretty straightforward. But, I dodged that. Good. Right. Here's hoping that the rest of it goes okay. After that fire one is a bit kind of difficult, and you kind of have to. Get in a really kind of high double jump in. After that, we get these. Whoa! I screwed that up a little bit. We get those fire cannons, which you're going to need to kind of go to head to one edge of the screen, and then double jump out from. That was awful. Blah. Well, at least I'll get to describe it a bit better because I've obviously died. We'll have to see it again. Yeah, well, I was pretty close to doing that. I don't think I've really done as much damage as I ideally want to. I think I was way too perhaps cautious on the lava rising area, but yeah. Anyway. Yeah, this bit really shouldn't cause too many problems. That was a really, really clumsy death. Yeah, get him quite a few times there, and then, yeah, don't do too much here. Or shoot him once, for instance, and you can just see how the lava rises. Yeah. Anyway, this first lava ball could come from the left or the right, just, it's not too bad, jump over it. For the 2, you want to kind of get in the middle and then jump a lot to get over the second one. For that other fire one, I'm not quite sure exactly. There are lots of different ways to do it, but you kind of want to get high to kind of lure out lots of the fireballs. The fire wave is pretty easy to dodge, and as I say, on that screen you can head to either side of the screen, and when you do, just make sure you kind of use your double jump well and jump off the platform either side. You're going to need that extra time in order to be safe. Right, provided I don't screw this up, I might just be able to hit him enough times on the next bit before the lava rises to get you. No, I guess I can. A little bit hairy there. That lava was about to rise there, and I was still hitting him. But yeah, thankfully it receded, and we can kill him. Yeah. That's pretty good, actually. I'm reasonably happy with that. We went through, one kind of cycle complete through the boss there. Let me remember to save before I do anything else, just in case I accidentally hit escape or close down the video and do anything before saving. I came a cropper on that in what the hell was it? I Want to Kill the Comedian 2. So yeah, don't want to do that again. But yeah, I thought that went okay. It's stage 1. It's the boss is going to be you'd hope again that for an opening boss it's going to be not too difficult. And again, nicely, the game doesn't throw a massively difficult boss at you. So yeah, can be a bit tricky in places, but and the cycle doesn't go on for a long time. So yeah, once you kind of know what a taxi does, a pretty straightforward boss, and that's good for an opening one. So yeah, I will leave it there. I say I will try and keep where I can. It might a bit later on, depends how much I start sucking at the game. But yeah, I will try and try and do one stage per video. But yeah, later on in the game that might not be doable. But I hope it certainly is toward the beginning of the game. So yeah, I shall leave it there. This has been part 1, and I hope to see you next time for part 2 of I Want to Find My Destiny, which is an awesome, awesome game. Cheerio.